It's been called the film that turned video games into destiny. The Last Starfighter didn't just entertain audiences, it predicted a future where digital skills would become real-world superpowers and gaming culture would reshape society itself. This tale of small-town dreams meeting cosmic responsibility combined groundbreaking computer graphics with timeless coming-of-age themes in ways that cinema had never attempted before. Today, we're powering up that fateful arcade machine to uncover the hidden secrets behind the film that saw our digital future decades before we lived it. The digital revolution that Hollywood almost missed. The Last Starfighter pioneered computer-generated imagery at a time when Hollywood executives believed audiences would never accept digital effects over traditional model work. What most fans don't realize is that the film's CGI sequences were created using a Cray XMP supercomputer that cost more than the entire production budget of most contemporary films, representing a massive financial gamble on unproven technology. Digital production's revolutionary approach faced constant skepticism from industry professionals, who argued that computer graphics looked too artificial and sterile compared to the tactile reality of physical models and practical effects. The visual effects team had to justify every digital shot to studio executives who feared audience rejection of obviously computer-generated imagery. The cast has revealed that working with invisible spaceships and digital environments required entirely new acting techniques, forcing performers to imagine complex space battles while reacting to tennis balls on sticks and empty green screens. This challenge demanded unprecedented levels of commitment to selling fictional realities that existed only in computer memory. Director Nick Castle's vision combined traditional storytelling with cutting-edge technology, understanding that innovative effects meant nothing without compelling characters and emotional authenticity. His insistence on practical sets for Earth-based scenes grounded the fantastic elements in recognizable human experience, making the digital sequences feel earned rather than gratuitous. Lance Guest's journey. From trailer park to Starfighter, Guest approached Alex Rogan as a young man trapped between conflicting desires, the comfort of familiar limitations and the terror of unknown potential. His performance captured the authentic confusion of someone discovering that childhood fantasies might actually represent destiny rather than mere escapism from small-town disappointments. The cast has revealed that Guest spent extensive time in actual trailer parks and small communities, observing the rhythms of working-class life and understanding how economic constraints could crush individual ambition while strengthening family bonds. This research informed his portrayal of Alex's genuine love for his community, despite his desperate need to escape its limitations. What most viewers don't realize is that Guest's video game skills were genuine rather than acted, with the actor spending hours mastering arcade games to make Alex's digital expertise believable. His commitment to authentic gaming behavior created performance details that resonated with audiences who understood the difference between genuine skill and Hollywood pretense. Guest's greatest challenge involved acting against green screens and imaginary alien environments while maintaining emotional authenticity and character continuity. The supporting cast noted how his commitment to Alex's emotional journey made the fantastic elements feel grounded in recognizable human psychology rather than pure science fiction spectacle. Dan O'Herlihy's Grig, the alien that became everyone's friend. Dan O'Herlihy transformed Grig from potentially ridiculous comic relief into the film's emotional heart through a performance that balanced alien otherness with universal warmth and wisdom. His extensive theater background provided the technical skills necessary to create a fully realized character despite elaborate prosthetic makeup that obscured his natural expressions. The makeup and prosthetics process required hours of daily preparation, with O'Herlihy working closely with effects artists to ensure that Grig's alien features enhanced rather than hindered his performance. What most fans don't realize is that many of Grig's most memorable mannerisms emerged from O'Hurley's creative solutions to the physical limitations imposed by his costume and makeup. The cast has revealed that O'Hurley approached Grig as a seasoned warrior who had learned to find joy and humor despite experiencing countless battles and losses. This psychological foundation made Grig's optimism feel earned rather than naive, creating a character whose cheerfulness masked genuine courage and hard-won wisdom. His chemistry with Lance Guest became the film's emotional core, with their relationship representing the mentorship and friendship that transforms potential into achievement. The supporting cast noted how O'Hurley's commitment to Grig's alien nature never overshadowed the character's fundamental humanity, making audiences care about his fate as deeply as Alex's journey. Catherine Mary Stewart, more than just the girl. Next door. Catherine Mary Stewart's Maggie represented something rare in 1980s. Science fiction, a female character whose importance stemmed from her own strength and intelligence, rather than merely serving the hero's emotional development. Her portrayal balanced romantic interest with independent agency, creating a character who enhanced Alex's journey without being defined by it. The cast has revealed that Stewart collaborated extensively with the writers to ensure that Maggie's reactions to Alex's transformation felt authentic rather than simply supportive. Her performance suggested a young woman grappling with her own dreams and limitations while watching someone she loves discover extraordinary destiny. What most viewers don't realize is that Stewart's chemistry with Guest emerged from their shared understanding of small-town life and the complex emotions surrounding escape and loyalty. Both actors brought personal experience to their characters' struggle between individual ambition and community responsibility, creating relationship dynamics that felt genuinely lived in. Robert Preston's final role, Centauri, the cosmic conman. Robert Preston's final film performance as Centauri created one of cinema's most memorable cosmic tricksters, through a portrayal that combined Carnival Barker showmanship with genuine wisdom and hidden nobility. His legendary Broadway career provided the theatrical skills necessary to make Centauri's elaborate speeches and mysterious motivations equally entertaining and believable. The cast has revealed that Preston approached Centauri as a character who had learned to disguise profound truths within apparent nonsense, understanding that effective recruitment sometimes required deception in service of greater purposes. His performance suggested depths of experience and knowledge that made Centauri's cosmic perspective feel authentic rather than merely eccentric. What most fans don't realize is that Preston improvised many of Centauri's most quotable lines, drawing from his decades of stage experience to create dialogue that felt spontaneous while serving the story's thematic requirements. His natural charisma made Centauri's manipulations seem benevolent rather than exploitative, establishing trust between character and audience. His scenes became masterclasses in screen presence, with Preston commanding attention through subtle vocal inflections and precise physical gestures that suggested vast knowledge concealed beneath folksy accessibility. CGI Revolution, creating spaceships in computer code. The Last Starfighter's computer-generated space battles represented a watershed moment in cinema history. Created using digital production's revolutionary Cray XMP supercomputer that rendered images pixel by pixel over countless hours of processing time. What most fans don't realize is that each second of finished CGI required days of computation, making the film's 27 minutes of computer graphics a months-long technical marathon. The cast has revealed that they often had no idea what the final space sequences would look like, forcing them to react to battles and explosions that existed only in the imaginations of effects supervisors and computer programmers. This uncertainty required absolute faith in technologies that had never been proven on such an ambitious scale before. Visual effects supervisor Ron Cobb's designs translated traditional spaceship aesthetics into digital reality through careful attention to lighting, texture, and movement that made computer-generated objects feel substantial rather than ethereal. His team understood that successful CGI had to convince audiences on an emotional level, not merely a technical one. Craig Safan's soaring score, Music for Heroes. Craig Safan's orchestral score for The Last Starfighter created the perfect sonic landscape for a story about ordinary people discovering extraordinary destinies through compositions that balanced intimate character moments with epic space opera grandeur. His background in both classical music and contemporary film scoring provided the technical foundation for themes that could shift seamlessly between small-town Americana and cosmic adventure. The cast has revealed that Safan's music became an essential performance tool, with his themes helping actors understand their characters' emotional arcs and the story's tonal shifts from earthbound realism to galactic fantasy. His main theme's heroic melody provided emotional guidance for performers working with invisible effects and imaginary environments. What most viewers don't realize is that Safan composed separate musical identities for Earth and space sequences, using different instrumental palettes and harmonic languages to distinguish between Alex's ordinary world and his extraordinary destiny. This sophisticated approach enhanced the film's central theme about transformation and the discovery of hidden potential. Hidden themes: dreams, destiny, and small-town America. The Last Starfighter's surface adventure story concealed profound exploration of American dreams, economic anxiety, and the tension between individual potential and community loyalty that defined 1980s social consciousness. What most fans don't realize is that the film's trailer park setting represented deliberate commentary on class mobility and the ways economic constraints could either limit or motivate personal transformation. The cast has revealed that they understood Alex's journey as a metaphor for any young person struggling to balance family responsibility with personal ambition, making his cosmic adventure relatable to audiences facing their own decisions about leaving familiar communities for uncertain opportunities. This grounding in recognizable experience made the fantastic elements feel emotionally authentic. The video game premise served as perfect metaphor for how skills developed through play and passion could translate into real-world achievement, anticipating contemporary discussions about gaming culture, digital literacy, and alternative pathways to success outside traditional educational and career structures. The supporting cast, building a galaxy of characters. The Last Starfighter's supporting ensemble created a believable universe through performances that grounded fantastic concepts in recognizable human behavior and authentic emotional relationships. Norman Snow's Lord Krill provided genuinely menacing villainy through a portrayal that suggested intelligence and ruthlessness, without resorting to theatrical overacting or stereotypical alien behavior. The trailer park community, anchored by performers like Barbara Bosson and Charlie Martin Smith, created authentic small-town atmosphere through detailed character work that made Alex's attachment to his home feel genuine rather than merely sentimental. Their collective performance established the emotional stakes that gave Alex's cosmic adventure personal meaning and consequence. K.E. Cooter's Enduran brought dignity and wisdom to his brief appearance as the dying Starfighter commander, creating a character whose sacrifice felt meaningful despite limited screen time. His performance demonstrated how skilled actors could establish complete characters through precise choices about voice, posture, and emotional intention. Chris Hebert's Lewis represented childhood friendship and the innocence that Alex was leaving behind, with his enthusiastic support for Alex's transformation providing audience surrogate wonder while maintaining the story's emotional connection to earthbound reality and the relationships that shape individual identity. The Last Starfighter's legacy. The Last Starfighter's vision of video games as training grounds for real-world skills proved remarkably prescient, anticipating the rise of professional gaming, military recruitment through game-based simulations, and the cultural transformation of digital play into legitimate career paths and educational tools. The cast has revealed that they initially viewed the gaming premise as pure fantasy rather than social prediction, never imagining that arcade skills would eventually translate into professional esports careers, military drone operation, and various forms of digital expertise valued by contemporary employers and educational institutions. What most fans don't realize is that the film's portrayal of gaming culture as inclusive and merit-based challenged prevailing stereotypes about video game players while predicting the democratization of technology skills that would eventually reshape multiple industries and social structures throughout the following decades. The movie's influence extends beyond direct gaming narratives into broader discussions about digital natives, alternative education paths, and the ways that childhood interests could develop into adult expertise, validating the experiences of generations who found purpose and community through digital play rather than traditional recreational activities. Does everyone possess hidden talents waiting for the right moment to be discovered? Can childhood dreams really transform into adult purpose, or are we destined to accept practical limitations? What would you do if someone offered you the chance to leave everything familiar behind for unknown adventure? The Last Starfighter proved that heroes aren't born extraordinary. They're ordinary people who choose to answer destiny's call. Subscribe for more analysis that explores the hidden depths behind your favorite films. The Last Starfighter proved that extraordinary heroes come from ordinary places. If you enjoyed discovering these hidden secrets behind the film that predicted gaming's future, subscribe for more movie analysis that uncovers the deeper truths.